Welcome back, everybody. It's a brand new episode of 5 Minute Majors. I'm your host, Derek Harper. Let's get started. The Memorial Cup's underway, so there's been a lot to talk about and maybe even speculate on for the future. The Medicine Hat Tigers are on their way to the championship game after defeating the London Knights. Up to that point of Tuesday night's game between the Knights and Tigers, both those two teams were undefeated. The QMJHL, obviously with the host and the champion, has not had very good luck. They've just not done well. They took London to overtime, one of the two teams, but outside of that, and I think this shows that we're going to have a rematch of Tuesday night's game in the championship with Medicine Hat and London. That's just my opinion, but we'll see what comes of that. Medicine Hat, they defeated Rimouski 5-4 and then Moncton 3-1. London defeated Moncton 3-2 in overtime and then Rimouski 3-1. So both teams capable of putting up multiple goals. London just seems to always be a contender no matter what the year is. Um, Maybe during the offseason I'll look into that. Maybe get an interview. We'll see what happens there, but I think that's definitely a team I'm going to take some interest into. Medicine Hat, they just have a lot of stellar players. Tanner Molendijk, Gavin McKenna, Harrison Menigan, just to name probably the top three there. And the scary thing is, Gavin McKenna still has another year before he's probably the number one pick in the NHL draft. Let that sink in. Medicine Hat's not just going to fall off next season. Maybe they don't make as deep of a run, but I expect them to go deep. So we'll see what happens there. The WHL will be interesting. We'll see if Spokane will make as deep of a run. I don't think they will. Just with how things went and the talent they'll probably lose. Not saying that Medicine Hat's not going to lose talent because they are, but it'll be interesting to see how things shake out. All teams are going to lose some talent. But I think this is very good for the dub because there has been no Memorial Cup champion from the Western Hockey League since 2014 when the Edmonton Oil Kings won it after defeating the Portland Winterhawks in 7 games in that championship series, of which I was actually at game seven, so I was able to see how strong that team is and what it takes. And so Medicine Hat definitely has the talent to do it. I think it will be a rematch with London, but we'll see. London has a game to play before that. But if all goes according to plan, should be a rematch and give me Medicine Hat to take the title. Now, next season, we're going to have obviously at least one new team with the Penticton Vs. The year after that, we're going to have at least two with obviously the Vs and Chilliwack, but there's also been rumors of the QMJHL expanding. The OHL, those rumors kind of died off, but we'll see what happens. The Q is interesting because one of the two markets they're looking at already has a team that's an ECHL team, which wouldn't be crazy for them to kick them out as the Chilliwack Bruins did, moving to Victoria to become the Royals when the Victoria Salmon Kings of the ECHL were there. So we'll see what happens there. But it's going to be interesting because of the NCAA's agreement with the CHL that players can go to the NCAA now. So, I mean, it's basically going to be on the same level as the BCHL and the USHL. So it makes one wonder, could the CHL have maybe an all-star game against all-stars from the BCHL or the USHL or whatever? Or maybe they play like the Memorial Cup champion plays the BCHL champ or the USHL champ. Another thought I had, well, what if we had like a championship series between the USHL and BCHL, pit those against each other, have that winner play the CHL Memorial Cup champ? All hypothetical, no rumors have come out of anything. I just think that the agreement between the NCAA and the CHL just allows so many opportunities. Obviously, there would have to be work done with USA Hockey and Hockey Canada and all that, but I think it's really exciting and opens a lot of doors. So we'll see what happens there. I'll keep you posted on the rest of the Memorial Cup and how it all shakes out. over the coming days and tell you that in the very next episode. But till then, I'm Derek Harper.